DerivedMag.com.
Hi, I'm Haven Pascal. I play Serena as well as a couple of others on Pokemon, and I'm having a wonderful day. I had a great breakfast, and my favorite color is blue.
Hi, I'm Michael Isho Jr. I play Clement in Inkay on Pokemon. Also having a wonderful day. Had a cookie for breakfast. And my favorite color is green.
Hi guys, I'm Allison Lee Rosenfeld. I play Bonnie and Funnelby. I am a Foreman's Joy. And I'm also having a great day. I did not have a cookie for breakfast. I am level 23 on Pokemon Go. And I evolved a Gyarados last night.
Oh!
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sarah Natashani. I play Ash Ketchum and Lilieri and many other Pokemon on Pokemon. And I'm having a decent day. I haven't caught any Pokemon today because there's been a service on my phone. My favorite color is a shade. It's black. And I'm on level 22. And I'm good at catching my Gyarados today. I got big plans.
My name is Lisa Ortiz. I'm currently on the show. I play Karina and Fletchling. I played Oshawott. In the first season, I was Misty's older sister Daisy, as well as Serena a couple of general years. I'm the current voice director for XY at the moment, and I'm having a very good day. I had a cookie for lunch. I only ate the cookie, but it was really good. And I am not level 23. My battery's almost dead. That's going to be my excuse, but it's not the only excuse.
Pokemon Go tends to do that.
She's busy directing us. So
Yeah, so they level up in the booth, and meanwhile I'm sitting there and I'm like, I have to do that. I'm a little behind.
So we'll start on questions.
Yes.
Hi, my name's Carrie. I'm with Mouthful of Toast. Obviously, this is the 20th anniversary year for the franchise, and all of you have been involved, some longer than others. But what has it meant to you guys to be involved in a series that has meant so much for people my age who grew up with it?
And my age, and her age.
All of our ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I grew up watching the show, completely obsessed with it, like, to an unhealthy degree. And to work on the show now is really, it's a dream come true, literally, and sometimes I sit in the booth and I'm like, I still can't believe I've been doing this for 3 years, I still can't believe I'm doing this. It's just super grateful to be part of it.
Awesome.
I'm having a wonderful time, and I didn't realize. I guess actually being in the con circuit was the first time that I realized how grand and how awesome it was to be a part of it right now during the 20th anniversary as well. And it's so special, and the best part about it is being able to connect with the fans at the cons too, because a lot of the time we're just isolated in the booth, and it's I wouldn't say you lose perspective, but you just live in this little bubble, and so to come here and see how much it means to so many people, it's touching, you know, it moves me.
Yes, it's been an incredibly moving experience to be working with Pokemon for the last 10 years and to be able to meet fans and see how touched they are and just how much this affects them and how even just meeting me has changed their day, made their day better. Or their life.
Yeah.
That's really amazing, and the success of the show has been amazing for me, for my career, and for my perspective, my world perspective.
Yeah, it's been a really fantastic journey. I second everything that everybody said already. And on a very personal note, especially doing these cons, seeing the parts of the community who love it so much that have disabilities and are perhaps on the autism spectrum. My brother has autism, and seeing that this is a community that is just welcoming and loving, and a place that they feel at home and find this community. It feels so fantastic to be part of it for that reason.
And on a personal note for me, like I said, I worked on the first season. I remember doing the first movie, and I remember everything that had happened with there. And if you had told me back then that I would be here directing the show, hanging out on here, I had no idea that this boy was going to be part of my life for so long. Yeah. He apparently went along a little bit better than I did. But, if I had that special skill, that would be good too. But it's amazing, and it's amazing to have been able to like see the evolution of everything and be part of it for so long, and see like how people have grown up and how it's changed people's lives, and just with Pokemon Go happening now, like just seeing like what it means to so many people is amazing. Yeah.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Oh, perfect. All right, so I was going to ask you the question. This is for everyone, but has any of you guys caught Pikachu? It's so hard, trust me. I didn't catch my Pikachu.
So hard.
I caught a Pikachu on Roosevelt Island.
Well, good for you, Haven.
Yeah.
He has a CP of like 15.
Nothing.
Like he's really low, but he's adorable.
That's what it
But when
matters.
you hatch it, it's like level 400 or something when you hatch it.
Oh really?
Oh,
wow.
My hatch it was like level 500.
Yes, that's amazing.
God.
That's
Those
great.
Now we're all jealous.
That's so good.
Yeah, my first egg that hatched was a Pikachu. But it was, yeah, I know, one of my friends yelled at me as we were watching, like, what? I haven't caught one, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know, it was the first thing I hatched. But it was not that high the level. But it's adorable, so who cares?
I caught 2 Pikachu right after our recording session, after complaining to the whole world.
I saw your video and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh good.
was not finding Pikachu.
But Pikachu came
How?
to you. Pikachu came to you.
It came to,
But
came to
two.
me.
Yes.
It came to me. It is still with me, and I have 2 very low level Pikachu at the moment. I look forward to catching more and hopefully hatching one. Birthing one.
Mother of Pikachu.
Pikachu was actually the first one that I caught. I didn't get a starter. I didn't get Bubble or whatever. I got Pikachu, which I realized there was like some trick that you could do to make that happen, which I certainly did not know when I downloaded the game. It just happened to be, I was on the subway and it was like, hey, and I was like, oh my god, hi! But now I've been in Midtown Manhattan and it has shown up that it's nearby, and I've been like, oh, I want another. And then once, it popped up in front of me and was like, hey, and I went to try and catch it and it went, boop, and I was like, no, I was so disappointed, but I still have my one.
Is your Pikachu kind of like your Digimon for now?
Forever, yes. I love Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm not trading in my, I'm not going to transfer to the professor.
Yeah, no.
No.
God knows what he's going to do with that. God knows.
Not happening.
And what about you?
I don't have one, and I haven't encountered one.
Aww.
Waiting for the day.
When training comes.
Yeah.
Trading. One day. Thank you so much.
One day.
Thank you.
Out of all the voices that you acted with, which one would you actually like to take on a road trip with you?
I love that question. That is an amazing question.
Such a good question, especially because we're just now, you guys went to Florida, I wasn't in Florida, and we're hanging out,
Yeah.
5 of us, really, just for the first time.
Yeah.
I would take them all.
Yeah.
You gotta catch them all, you gotta take them all, you gotta keep them all. I'm gonna hoard these actors for the rest of my life.
Oh, wait, do you want to know the ones that we voiced?
Yeah, like
Oh,
what, out of your
sorry.
characters, which ones would you take on a road trip with
I
you?
don't understand the question.
Okay, so I voiced I voiced a gym leader named Roxy, and she was like way cooler than I am. Could play guitar. She was. I think I'd take her, and she would just like be good at playing DJ as my. I'd be driving, I assume, and she could play sometimes. I think she'd be fun to go on a road trip with. Yeah. I would definitely be Slurpuff. He's a simple guy with simple needs. And I think that we'd have a great time on a road trip. He would want to stop and smell the roses, maybe frolic through a field of daisies. I don't know. I think that Slurpuff would be pretty rad.
I think I'd take Clembot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just have him like do stuff for me. Pick up my laundry and dry cleaning, grocery shopping. So I could just hang around and do nothing.
I want want to say I would take Ash, but I do prefer Pokemon to humans, so I would take Baneri and
Yes, very nice.
bounce around in the fields and sit in the convertible that our hair blowing away. That'd be great.
I would take Karina, but I feel like she might skate away from me and like drop things, so which would be fun. So I would take Ashwat just because.
Hey, I know, right? Like hang out in the car would be great. Never gets too hot.
Probably like fly back 200 feet, but that's okay. It'd be great on a day like today. Get nice and cool, sing.
It's complacent Pikachu.
This is a really scary
You're welcome.
I'm Ari Rockefeller from Anime Jam Session. How excited are you guys for the Gen 7 game, Sun and Moon?
Well,
reasonably
yeah,
excited.
yeah, reasonably excited. We're excited to see everything and to know what comes out once it's officially announced and things like that. But of course, we're excited about everything that's coming up on there.
Oh, yeah. They're always coming up with something new and something great.
Yeah.
That's really fun to see.
Mhm.
You're up.
Okay. Hi, Ryan Ward, Animation for Adults. Thanks so much for coming. This question is for Lisa. So for someone who's been with the franchise for so long, can you describe the transition between voice actress and voice director, the kind of evolution of the process?
My
Pun
own personal evolution.
totally intended.
No, it's totally cool. I mean, I like I said, I started off when I was still in school, and when I started voice acting when I came in, I started working on the show, and it was that was great, and I've been working since there. It was probably about 8 years ago that I started voice directing, and I started producing voiceover for that portion of it. And I had actually worked as a director on Black and White, so I had done some stuff over there. So when they asked me to come back here, but it's really cool. You get more of a sense of what's going on. Like you watch it, you're working on it, you're doing all that. But when you're in the booth, you kind of know your story and the actors that you see. So getting to see everybody as they come through and have like a little bit more of a sense of everything that's going on in the arc, that's very cool. And I know how to pronounce a lot more Pokemon than I've ever done before. I've learned things. I've learned a lot more myself. Also going back and watching original stuff and then watching stuff now and changing. So it's been a really cool process.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Terrell from Round Geek. You guys do a lot of voices on the show. You ever have an issue like transitioning back into your regular voice after you're done?
All the time.
Yeah. Sometimes my voice would just pop up super high. I'm like ordering a coffee or something. Like, oh, I'm really sorry about this.
Yeah, it's like once you open that door, you end up talking in different voices for the rest of the day. We've actually been doing it with each other all weekend. It's like what accent, but you just slip into it, and then you're like talking in weird voices, and then you have that person that like pops out, and you're suddenly watching yourself like do it. What am I doing? Who am I? Like what keep doing this?
We narrated a special in the aquarium yesterday.
We sure did.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're all voices of different
Double.
fish.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. It was a fish. It was really fun. Yeah.
But to say we have trouble getting back into our normal voices, I mean, I would prefer not to go back to my normal voices. But, I don't know.
Nathan Applegate, David Cleef Thread. This is a question for all of you. On the other end of the spectrum, when you're going into the booth, do you guys have anything you do to prep and like get ready to do voices?
I always do a warm-up every morning. I have to warm my voice up every morning. But when you work so much with your voice, it's just kind of, it's like habit. The first thing that I do in the morning is this. Just to see like where I'm at. It becomes habit. So I always do a warm-up. But no, and not really to like, because these characters become like second nature, you just kind of pop into it. And when it's a new character, you don't really get a lot of time to develop it or even think about it. Sometimes you just have to like jump straight in. So we don't get an opportunity all the time to really prepare a voice or even workshop a voice before we start in on it.
And also, I mean, yes, definitely warming up is crucial, but we may not even know what characters we're going to be doing that day or what the situations might be. So it's not like, okay, there's a really serious scene today, so I need to like do some emotional sense memory where, we can't do any of that because there's no telling what surprises are going to be in store once we get in that booth. Yeah.
It's instant cereal.
But the thing that's great about that is there are no judgments. You just make really strong, bold decisions right in the moment. So there's no second guessing yourself. You just go for it, which is a real blessing.
And then becomes my job to make sure everything's going on. Like, you gotta keep the story intact, make sure that everybody's going in with everything, that everybody has what they're doing, and that everything's making sense with each other. But I think that's also, when you have been working on something for so long and for so many seasons, it does become instinctual for you. You guys know exactly when you're gonna go and like once things are thrown at you, you kind of know how you're gonna react and stuff. But I think I get the benefit of watching you guys in there, and you may not think you do anything, but you guys do that. There's like, no, you're physically like you shift. Like you can tell when somebody goes into their character, they'll shift, or they go into other things like that. So so it's a fun thing to sort of watch.
It's a muscle memory, for sure. And that's a full body muscle memory experience.
Where do you foresee the franchise, and do you still see yourselves having a role in the projects of Pokemon, or wanting to have a hand in the franchise?
I sure hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In my imagination, I run Pokemon.
But the reality is like, who knows? Like, that's a question for the company. Who knew 20 years ago that, we would be where we are today? So who knows what's gonna,
We can see it. We can see it. Clear as day.
We have a crystal ball in the studio.
Yeah.
Psychic Pokemon.
Well, we know, so I'm just gonna rub the board there.
Yeah.
It's less noise.
Hi, Mr. AJ Cosplay from Behind the Mic. Like you said, Pokemon has been around for an incredibly long time. It really shows no signs of slowing down. And as far as the anime goes, there have been so many different shifts with regards to style, directing, and even the way that lines are delivered. From an actor's perspective and even a directing perspective, was there something that you brought to X and Y that you think wasn't brought to previous seasons?
I'm going to say that I'll jump in here and say that, but I think that you can't help as an actor, as a performer, as a director, as anything, to bring some aspect of yourself into that, so that goes on. As far as the show's evolution, that's been the Pokemon company itself, like they've been evolving it as well and changing things. You can't not change after, everybody changes after 20 years. Even Ashley, it's just but everybody brings something, everybody brings something else to it, so.
I think that probably speaks more to casting, something that we can't do. They probably have all of the tools, they're looking at it and figuring out how the pieces go together. We just come in and bring ourselves and our interpretation of the lines, and then it's up to other people,
We go a lot with the style of how it's altered itself.
Hi, Marie from Cosplay NYC. So my question is, how do you guys feel when you see people at cons dressed as your characters?
I love it so much.
Yes, so much. I take pictures with them.
Yeah, I do too. I saw Nurse Joy last night out on the street, like not even like at the con. I was like, hello. And the first time I saw somebody cosplay as Bonnie was really exciting. It's just so fun to see.
Yeah, I love it. I saw there was a girl today dressed as Clement who called herself Clementine. I love that.
Right.
Yeah,
I love it. It makes my day.
Yeah.
totally.
Hi, I'm Morgan from Cosplay Plus. Do you have any advice for like aspiring voice actors and voice actresses?
Acting class. Definitely get an acting class. It translates from, learning how to act, learning how to be present as an actor, first and foremost. And then you sort of figure out a characterization, and getting a vocal trainer would be great as well. They'll teach you sort of like how and where to place your voice, and then connecting that to like a genuine, honest acting standpoint will really help deliver the lines.
There are lots of classes available depending on where you live too. Classes, casting directors who host a lot of like workshop sessions over periods of weeks, which is a great way to be introduced to casting directors and also learn how to prepare copy and characters on the spot and how to audition and how to slate. It's a lot of good information. So there's classes, you can check them out online.
And in addition to that, don't ever be afraid to play. Just play, do your accents alone in your room, not alone in your room, not in your room at all. That's what you like, really. Do your accents, do your voices, be ridiculous, don't be afraid, and we'll build up a little repertoire, things that only you can do.
Yeah, and I'll also just say on top of that, like, just don't be afraid to go and do it. All of us started at one point and hadn't done it before, so you have to, like most of us had done theater, done training, things like that, but do that and also watch a lot of animation.
Yeah.
All sorts, not just anime, not just this, not just watch it all because that informs what's going on in the world.
Yeah. Listen with a very critical ear to the radio, in any kind of voiceover, just listen.
And give voices to all the animals you encounter radio.
Definitely.
Go to the aquarium.
Go to the aquarium.
With Pokemon Go being like super popular and introducing Pokemon to young and old generations of all people of all ages, how do you feel about this resurgence of Pokemania?
I'm so excited about it because I am ashamed to say that I didn't watch when I was a kid, but now I watch it and I have a 4-year-old little boy. And just recently, he said he wakes up in the morning and I let him watch like something. He doesn't go to school yet, it's summer. So I said, what do you want to watch? He goes, I want to watch Pokemon. And I was like, okay. He goes, but not your Pokemon. Okay. So we started watching from the beginning, and it's the first time that I have watched from the beginning. So and now we play Pokemon Go like out in the city, and it's really fun. It's something to do with my family. I'm excited, and now he's introducing me to Pokemon that I hadn't ever watched. So it's cool. It's like, it feels full circle, And I think eventually he'll come around and want to watch XY. I'll make him.
Yeah, it's so fantastic. This is the story I shared before, but we live in New York City, and everywhere you go, people are playing the game. And I was in Central Park the other day, and there was a family of 4 playing all together. Like this, they had this one phone, and the little girl was trying to catch things, and they were getting so excited for each other. It was clearly something that the parents had loved, and they were now passing the torch of their love down to their kids. And it was just a really heartwarming moment, and there are those happening all over the world right now, which is just so incredible.
Yeah.
And on the other end of the spectrum, we talk about the kids, but I tell this story also. My parents, I went home and my mom doesn't always come out, she doesn't always get outside and does stuff. I came back and I was like, hey, my dad, I get into the car and I forgive, this is not an official pronunciation, this is my father, he lives on Long Island. I walk in, she's like, Lisa, what's with all these Pokemons? What's going on? I'm like, all right, you're talking about the go, come on, let's go, I'll show you. So I took him, we caught some on the car, and then I went in and talked to my mom, and she's like, what do you do? I'm like, you have to come outside, put your shoes on, come outside, we'll go for a walk. And she's like, okay. So for the first time, she got up, got out of the house, went out, and we went out to a nature trail for a walk where everybody on this nature trail were all playing Pokemon Go. So you would sit there and everybody would catch their Pokemon, and then they would stop and look at ducks. This is great. And then they'd go and catch the Pokemon, and then they'd stop and look at other stuff. So it was really cool, and everybody was super friendly talking and stuff. But it's like for all ages. And that's the thing. People who, they've been using it for a lot of people to go out and just be social, and I think it's a great, great thing.
Also, it's really up to my cool status. Just generally, like kids that watched the show used to think I was pretty cool, but now like grown-ups think I'm really cool too.
I think she's pretty cool.
I think you're cool.
Oh, stop it.
What's your favorite scenes or episodes of Dub?
Mine my favorite aired a couple of weeks ago, I think. Yeah, and it was the episode where Ash gets a cold and Serena dresses up as Ash in battle. It was my favorite.
That's actually my favorite.
It was so
I like
fun.
the Spike the Pikachu, it's great.
Yeah, I remember we were recording it and I kept squealing and I was so excited. I was like, I can't wait for Sarah to hear it.
My favorite is the one where they all switched like their personality types and they all of a sudden became like the opposite of themselves.
Oh, the cave? Is that it?
was it?
Like in the parallel universe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that was
also
so
my
fun.
favorite episode. We still
Yeah.
okay.
I really loved when Bonnie was a ninja in her pink outfit. I loved that episode, but also I love singing the squishy song. And getting to sing on this show was a dream come true. So that was really nice as well.
Thank you.
So it's Sunday afternoon at Otakon. We're all winding down. Can you guys describe what this weekend has been like for you guys?
It's been a blast. I mean, honestly, it's been real. I'll say like it's been crazy. We've had a wonderful reception here from everybody. I think it's been fun to be able to like hang out with these guys who would, like I said, even though I usually see them one-on-one, but to see everybody like together as a group and get together has been fantastic. And also introducing sort of like to the culture of Otakon over here.
Yeah.
It's been really fun.
Yeah, it's been fascinating to watch and to just be among all these people who are creating their own costumes and completely changing their personas for the whole weekend. That's really amazing. And as an actor, I appreciate that. And as a human being, I feel very.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reception has been so warm, and it's been so awesome meeting everyone here. And like we were saying, we're normally ships in the night. You know, one person's coming out of the booth while one person's going in. So to get to really have time for this, our little squad, to hang out is really special.
Yeah. The cast bonding's been great. Food's been great.
We cried a lot of
food,
a lot of crap.
But yeah, just being here it's an incredible energy. Like we said before, there's like such a beautiful, open, creative energy here, and it's so nice to just see everyone like in their element, really.
Yeah.
And everyone's just so happy to be here, including myself. So I just feel like that it makes it really special.
Yeah, it's been a friendship festival, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had so many great meals together, and we've hung out, and staff here is incredible, and we've been so well taken care of, and everyone, by everyone. And it's also really cool to connect with the fans and have those moments and be able to meet them and have them be able to tell us what Pokemon has done for them and what it means to them. So it's just cool. I want to do a million of these. It's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll probably make this the last question.
Has working on Pokemon fulfilled any bucket list goals for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Just working on Pokemon, that's my entire bucket list so far. Yeah, it's done, it's done, Dino.
Yeah, I grew up obsessed with Disney movies and wanting to be, I know Haven and I share this, wanting to be the Little Mermaid, getting up on every rock at the beach and being like, but like not. But so getting to voice an animated character, just that in and of itself is my whole bucket list.
Yeah,
We need more bucket lists.
I know, we need to add things to our bucket list.
I said this the other day at the panel, but when I was, I guess like 10 or 11, I was really obsessed with the game, and I would pray at night that Pokemon would become real. So that was like the top of my bucket list 20 years ago, and now here I am, so yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'm on a Saturday morning cartoon. Like, my 9-year-old self just like freaked out and had a party in my brain. Like Saturday morning cartoons, like that's the jam.
Yeah.
And we get to be on one. It is so cool. Yeah.
For me, I hit the bucket list in the first movie when we were going over there. So everything else that's been happening over here has just been awesomeness and like, icing on the cake. So it's really great.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank
Let's
you.
all
Thank
thank
you.
you.
WeRiseMag.com